Hi everyone, welcome to my new episode of Peter's English podcast. In this episode, I want to talk how to start your own English podcast that can be your hobby. But first, I want to introduce myself. I'm Peter. I'm 34 years old. I like learning English and doing my own Peter's English podcast. I like learning English because learning English is my hobby. I like watching movies and series in English. I like listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English. And I like doing my Peter's English podcast, as I said. And I learning English because I want to visit foreign countries. I want to have better paid job, and I like learning English. Welcome into my series, how to start your own English podcast about your hobbies. In the last episode, we were talking how to podcast. That means what is podcast and why is podcasting a good hobby for you, and we were talking that your Peter when you are calling Peter, you can create the same, but I wanted to tell you that create your own English podcast about your own hobbies. This is the main topic for your podcast for forever. And in this episode, I want to talk what we need for podcasting and other things, and I want to talk with my digital co-host Microsoft Copilot because I like chatting with AI chatbots, and I want to show you how to learn English with it, and AI chatbots can be a really good helper. And we can start. That's it for the introduction, and now is the entertainment. But the internet has to work, people. We are here. We have to wait, but the internet. No, yes, we are here. Okay. I'm streaming and recording on my YouTube channel the new video episode of my podcast, How to Podcast. Tell my listeners what we need. What kind of devices we need to create our podcast. Yes, this is the devices. I want to talk people what kind of devices we need for start our podcast. Absolutely, Peter. Let's give your listeners a clear, engaging breakdown of the essential devices they need to start their own podcast. Whether they're beginners or future vampire kings of audio. Peter's Guide, devices you need to start a podcast. Hey listeners, if you're thinking about starting your own podcast, here's what you need to get rolling. This is, people, the answer for you from Microsoft Copilot. The first is microphone. Yes, of course, we found a good microphone. You cannot do your own podcast. The heart of your podcast. The microphone is the heart of your podcast setup. USB mics are great for beginners. Yes, of course. I cannot do any advertising. You can use the help of AI chatbots for buying a good USB mic that you can connect to your notebook. That is good for recording. The second type of microphone is XLR mics. Offer pro level quality if you're leveling up. The second thing is headphones. Helps you monitor your audio while recording. Look for closed back headphones to block outside noise. And the third thing is computer or laptop. You need it to record, edit and upload your episodes. Make sure it's powerful enough to run your editing software smoothly. The fourth thing is recording software. Free options. There are a lot of free options, or you can use pro options. The five thing is hosting platform. You need a place to publish your podcast. And the last thing is optional extras. You can use pop filter, audio interface, webcam for video podcasting, soundproofing from panels or blankets. So whenever you're recording in your room of your vampire castle, these tools will help you sound amazing and share your voice with the world. This was message from Microsoft Copilot, and now people, I want to talk my devices and my opinion for creating your own podcast. The first thing is you need a good microphone. That's true. I'll use USB mic. I cannot tell you the title of it. You can, because there are a lot of good mics for a low price. And the second thing, you need to monitor your record. Your recording, that means you have to connect headphones to your mic with the wait a minute, people. You can connect your mics. You can use headphones with wireless or with the classic. What is this name? I forgotten. I forgotten this, but it's not important. You need headphones for that. You have to connect to your mic or to your notebook. And yes, of course, I use a gaming notebook because it's really fast and good for it, and thanks to my gaming notebook, I can record my podcast without any problem because it's fast, good, and it has enough power for everything that I need for recording my own Peter's English podcast. And yes, of course, I'm using free recording software. I cannot tell you the name. I think there are a lot of options. Choose your own. You use the help of Microsoft Copilot or ChatGPT or Gemini, and yes, find your own hosting platform. I'm using, you know what I'm using, or you don't know. There are a lot of concurrency for hosting platform, and yes, of course, I recommend you to do your full HD video podcast. I use 4K webcam, but I stream and record in full HD, 60 pictures per second, because I think it's enough for you, and for me it's enough. And thanks to 4K webcam, I can do perfect video podcast in full HD, and I recommend you to do live streamings and recordings in the same time, and find your own free record software for it. And yes, of course, if you don't want to create except audio podcast, only if you want to create only video podcast, you can use YouTube. But I really recommend you to use hosting platform for your audio podcast and YouTube for your video podcast. And yes, of course, I don't need any optional extras like pop filters or I don't know what else. I think my options are okay. I use my 4K webcam, my very good gaming notebook, my mic, and headphones for monitoring for your record. And what else? Yes, please, people, monitor your own podcast when you are recording, because you need to listen to yourself. And yes, at first it can be tricky to monitor yourself, because you have to listen your voice and speak in the same time. But as you can see, you can do it, because I'm monitoring myself while I'm speaking in the same time, and it's okay. I'm doing it like a pro. Yes, of course, this is the support from Microsoft Copilot. And what else I wanted to speak? Yes, this was devices. What else? I think that's it. Devices is really important, and devices. We were talking about devices, about software, and about hosting platform. And yes, of course, I don't know if everyone knows YouTube, and hosting platform is for your audio podcast. What is hosting platform? It's a platform when you can, yeah, we can talk about your own RSS, because I don't know if, yes, right, my audience what's a podcast platform, and talk about RSS feed. Yes, this is a very good thing. Absolutely, Peter. Let's break it down for your audience in a way that's clear, engaging, and makes them feel like they're unlocking secret podcasting knowledge. What's a podcast platform and what's an RSS feed? Now, people, I'm talking the message founded by Microsoft Copilot. Let's go! Hey podcast creators, let's talk about two things that sound techy but are actually your best friends in the podcasting world. Podcast platforms and the RSS feed. Podcast platform, your podcast home base. A podcast platform is where your episodes live online. It's the service that stores your audio files, distributes your episode to places like there are a lot of places, of course, tracks your stats like how many people are listening. There are a lot of platforms include. Think of it like YouTube, but for audio. Yes, but Your upload is your episodes once, and the platform sends it out everywhere your listeners hang out. That means people that hosting platform is a platform that you can create your podcast, and you can have your own RSS feed that you can send everywhere, and your audio podcast people can listen everywhere. And what is RSS feed? The magic link that shares your podcast. RSS stands for really simple syndication, and it's exactly that. Your podcast platform creates an RSS feed for your show. It's a special link that contains all your episodes, info, titles, descriptions, audio files. Automatically updates when you publish a new episode. Let podcast apps know there's something new to play. It's like sending out a newsletter to every podcast app saying, hey, new episode just dropped. You don't need to manually upload your podcast to every app. Your RSS feed does the heavy lifting. So in short, podcast platform is a place where you upload and manage your show. RSS feed is the link that spreads your shows across the internet. This is Peter, and you're listening to How to Podcast. Yes, and my words to it. A podcast. A podcast platform is a platform where you can create your own English podcast. A podcast platform creates your unique RSS feed. Thanks to it, this podcast platform can send all information about your podcast to every podcast platform. You have to send your own unique RSS feed to every podcast app, because it cannot because it doesn't know automatically. But the good thing is that your RSS feed send information about your new episodes automatically. That's great. And more information you can find on your AI chatbots. I think I told you everything, or not? Well, yes, I think because I'm talking about yes, I can talk about my options. I founded my free podcast hosting, where I can upload my video episodes and audio episodes for free. This podcast platform has created my unique RSS feed. That's a link that send every podcast app automatically every information about your podcast, every information about your every new episodes, and yes, of course, if I'm using YouTube for my full HD video podcast, your YouTube channel is a very good thing for your full HD video podcast, and the next episode can be about YouTube. Yes, the next episode can be about YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I like doing podcasts. It's my hobby, and I think everyone can do their own English podcast about their hobby. And what else? Yes, follow me everywhere, as you can see. Thanks to my Peter's English podcast, I can improve my appearance, my speaking skills in English, and I like this job. This is not my job, it's my hobby. I like this hobby. I like learning English, and I like doing my own English podcast. I like doing my own Peter's English podcast, and I want to tell you, don't care about my hobby, about my life, because I like learning English and doing my own Peter's English podcast, and writing my own fairy tales in English. It's my hobby, my life, And when you don't and you want to make fun of me, don't care about me and go away. Other people follow me, write me, and bye bye.